Hello everybody, friends and family. This is Penny here from Penny's Earth Angel Tarot. How are you today? I'm not going to do an actual reading today. I am going to talk about fear. Fear is something that stops everybody from doing anything in their tracks. And if you've been watching any of my videos, you've seen that I have come up with this card in several videos. It says, leave behind your fears. They are stopping this relationship from blossoming. Now that is not just in a love manner. It could be in job, family, friends, being able to reach your goals and do what you want to do. And because you have a fear of something, everybody has a fear of something. Facing your fears and getting over your fears is how you're going to succeed in accomplishing anything that you want to do. I pulled a few of my cards out of my decks here. This one is take a leap of faith. Only when you're willing to step out of your comfort zone will you reap great rewards. Take your power back. You are giving someone control over how you feel. Your happiness should only depend on you. Free yourself. You don't need to be in control of everything for a love relationship to be successful. Not just love. Again, that's with everything. I pulled it on the angel cards too. It's time to take back control of your life. Forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. Love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. And make the effort. Great love is worth taking steps you're guided to take. I purposely pulled those cards today just because I really want to talk about fear. Now, Pitbull says in his song, the song, I believe, I believe, I believe we will win. In that song, he talks about fear. And he said, face everything and rise. Or forget everything and run. Fear can be made into many, many, many definitions. I mean, anybody can take any F word, any E word, A word, and R word, and make up the word fear. You could do forgive endlessly and remorse. Fight everyone and reign. Fail everything and recover. Free yourself from evil and rejoice. Fear can be made up of anything. In the song Amazing Grace, my chains are gone, the lyrics are, 'twas grace that taught my heart to fear, and grace my fears relieved. Now what that means is you had to know how to fear something to overcome it. Just like the lion in The Wizard of Oz. The lion wanted courage. He was afraid of everything. He was afraid of his own shadow. Everybody has a fear of something. Maybe you're strong and you're not afraid of anything. Okay? But there is something that brings fear to you that you are absolutely not. You're going to hide from it. You're going to run from it. You're going to avoid it at all costs. Some people are afraid of heights, and they will not get on a roller coaster or a ladder or a skyscraper or an airplane. Some people are afraid of airplanes because they hear too much going on in the news, or, plane crashes here, plane crashes there. But you know what? There are a lot of plane crashes. But there's just as many car accidents, too. You have to take what you're afraid of, and you need to grab it by the horns and face it. You need to free yourself. And in many people's cases, fear has caused them to... If you have a job, you've been there for a long time, and other people keep getting promoted, and you keep getting the shaft, what are you afraid of? Speak your mind. And be like, hey, look, man, I've been here for 20 years, and you're giving this person a promotion, and you're overlooking me. What's wrong with that picture? If you're afraid to step on a crack on a sidewalk, there are a lot of people that are afraid of that. Because you've heard old wives' tale. You step on a crack, you break your mom's back, whatever it is. Really? But there are people who are afraid of that. There are people afraid of snakes and spiders. Spiders and snakes, yeah, I get it. Certain ones are poisonous and deadly and can kill you. Are you really afraid of the snake bite or the spider bite, or are you afraid of dying? What are you afraid of? The fear that holds you back from doing anything you want to do, is it really the fear of that, or are you afraid to die? I think a lot of people are afraid to die. But the way I see it is we all have a time limit. When it's our time, God will take us. He does not discriminate on age. He does not discriminate on health. You could be the healthiest person anyone's ever known, and then all of a sudden, tomorrow is not promised. It is not promised to any of us. So, with fear, it blocks your chakras. And when your chakras are blocked, your whole life goes into shambles. You try to take one step forward, and then you have to take 5 steps backwards. And it seems like it rotates. I take 1 step forward, yay! I'm finally getting out of that mess. And now I gotta take 5 steps back. A lot of people are in that same energy. And the reason they are in that energy is because of fear. Release your fears. If you're afraid of snakes, spiders, alligators, animals that can eat you. You avoid them. Okay, I mean, a lot of people do. Most people do. But if you just live your life the way you're meant to live your life and get over that fear, your life will be a lot better. You'll start to see blessing. When you open up your chakras, the first thing that you have to release when you release anything on your blockages, on your chakras, is fear. Fear of whatever you are afraid of. I don't know what you're afraid of. You have to release that fear. I'm not afraid of heights. And I used to love going on roller coasters. But when I would go on a roller coaster, and anyone that knows me, whoever knows me and has been on a roller coaster with me, is going to laugh at this part because they know this part. This part is real. It's true. When I am on a roller coaster, what goes up must come down. And when it comes down harder and faster. And I am not afraid of heights. But anytime I was on a roller coaster, going up that first hill, I would always clench onto the bar. And I would close my eyes and I would sing bingo. There was a farmer had a dog, and bingo was... Sometimes I got through the whole song and I'm like, holy shit. And then you hear that click, click, click on a roller coaster because you know you're at the top. But then I would put my hands up in the air going down the hill. But yet, I would close my eyes and sing bingo going up the hill, knowing that what goes up must come down. And I'm not afraid of heights. I've been on skyscrapers. I've been in New York City. Actually, when I was in 6th grade, I went into the Statue of Liberty. Went all the way up to the torch. That was fun. I was in the Twin Towers. No, when I was in 6th grade, that was before the Twin Towers came down. And I watched I looked out the window and saw all the cars looking like ants. It was kind of cool. And I have been in Vegas. And I have been on the roof of the Stratosphere. That was cool also. I have no fear of heights, but yet I would still sing bingo going up a hill on a roller coaster. Why? What was the purpose of that? Because if I was afraid of going up, and I was afraid of what goes up must come down, then why would I put my hands in the air and yell going down the hills on a roller coaster? Just unexplainable things. I still can't explain that to anybody, like why I did that. But I still do it though. If I go on a roller coaster, I still do that. It's something I still do. And I can't explain it. Some of you have fear for, you don't even know what your fear is. Some people are afraid of everything. And those of you who are afraid of everything, learn to live. Learn to live your life. Because that's what we are all here to do. Live our lives. We're here, we're meant to... God gives us free will to make choices for ourselves. Some choices we make are right, some choices we make are wrong. But that's where we learn humility. We learn how to free ourselves and not do something again because we made a mistake. Maybe we were afraid of something and in making that mistake, we learned from it. Well, that's what fear is. Making mistakes and learning from it. You can't hide behind your fears and expect to live a grand life. You can't do it. I mean, if you're living your life in fear, let's give examples to those people that are afraid of everything. Like, no, we can't do that because this can happen. Get over that what if expression. Just kind of delete that expression out of your head completely. What if we do this and then this happens? What if? What if is fear? No. Now, I'm not saying go out and stand in front of traffic so you get hit by a car and, oh wait, I'm facing my fear of not being hit by a car. No, I think you're misunderstanding me if that's how you're taking this. No. I'm not saying go climb on a skyscraper if you're afraid of heights. No. What I'm saying is get out of your head. Some fears you can avoid in your life because it's something that really doesn't happen to you. Like who really does go on a skyscraper? Who really does, climb a ladder or stand on a crane in the middle of a city? Nobody. I mean, unless you're a construction worker, nobody. So, I mean, if you have a fear of heights and you're like, oh no, I'm not getting on a skyscraper, well, you don't really have to. But I mean, if you have to climb a ladder to put Christmas lights up on your roof and you have a fear of heights, that's something you can face. Baby steps. One step at a time. But if you do have a fear of heights and you get on a ladder and you put your Christmas lights up and you realize, okay, it wasn't that bad. It wasn't all as bad as I thought it would be. You're releasing that from your mind. You're releasing that you're releasing that energy from, okay, this could have happened. Yeah, it could have, but did it? Not always. Fear stops you from living your life. It really does. Don't be afraid to take a step in your life. Whether it is love, whether it is your job, whether it is your family, whether it is your friends. Just face it and live. That's all you can do. Every time I get these cards when I'm doing readings, it's just, it drains me. It drains my energy because I can feel you. I am an empath and I can feel when I get this card and it says leave behind your fears. Whether I'm doing a love reading or not, when I get this card, I feel your fear inside me and it drains me. And that's the reason why I'm doing this video today, is because I just want to talk about it. Release your fears. Let it go. Let the universe have it. You've had it for way too long. And now, there are some fears that, I used to be afraid to drive in the snow. I have past history of why I'm afraid to drive in the snow. But I live in Ohio. I had to get over that fear because in order for me to pay my bills, I had to go to work. And it snows. I can't take off for the whole winter. I can't take off the entire time there's snow on the ground. had to face my fears and drive in the snow. And I drive by accidents. And I think, that could have been me. And then I remember, no. The reason it wasn't me is because I'm paying attention. I'm paying attention to the reason I was afraid to drive in the snow in the first place. I realized not everyone's fate is the same. Not everyone is meant to go out the same way. Everything happens for a reason. God has a plan for all of us. And He also has a plan for us to live our lives. So, those of you who have fears, I just gave you different meanings of the word fear. Face everything and rise, pitbull. Forget everything and run, pitbull. Forgive endlessly and remorse. Fight everyone and reign. Fail everything and recover. Free yourself from evil and rejoice. That one right there, that one hits hard because you free yourself from evil and rejoice. You rejoice God's blessings. You have gratitude for life, and you release anything stopping you in your path. Think about that. Free yourself. Take a leap of faith. Free yourself. Free yourself. Get over your fear. Make the effort. Take your power back. It is your life. It is your power. It is yours. It is not anybody else's energy but yours. Take it back. Love yourself. Forgiving and learning. Everyone has a past. Everyone has a fear. Get over it. Release it. Give it back to the universe. Say a prayer. Meditate. However, whatever gets you through your mental state. Go sit in nature. Tell the universe, tell God, tell the angels, Source, Allah, Buddha, whatever your religion is, whatever your faith is, give it back to the universe. I'm done with this. I've had it for way too long. It's time. It's time for me to free myself from this energy. This energy needs to be released from my mind, my body, my soul. And I want to be free. You need to tell the universe that. I didn't want to make this a hour-long video because my all signed love videos are usually about an hour or hour and a half long, and that's not going to be this one. My basic speech today, or whoever needed to hear this, is you are meant to live your life release your fears. Let it go back to the universe. And just breathe. Take life one day at a time. That's all you can. Tomorrow's not promised to any of us. Free yourself. That's all I have for you today. Lots of love. I love you all of you, the whole universe, every single person watching my video, every single person subscribed to my video, every single person liking my videos and making comments. I love you all. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. If you would like a personal reading from me, the description is listed below. You can get a hold of me through email, Facebook, Instagram. You could comment on any one of my videos and say I want a personal reading, and I will make time for you. Thank you again. If you are not a subscriber, please subscribe to my channel to help it grow. Like, subscribe, share, comment. I love you all. Much love. Mwah.